Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Journey to Happiness. So, today I have a really special treat for you guys. I'm going to talk to you about a extremely powerful healing modality that is so simple to use. It will make you feel better. It will change the things in your life. And it's so simple. It's so simple because it's just a couple phrases that you can say anywhere at any time. Okay. Yes, I'm talking about Ho'oponopono. So if you're wondering, like, what is this weird word that this woman just said? Well, just bear with me. We're going to talk all about it. I have taken a certification training in this. So um, I feel like I know some things to talk about with this now. And I want to share what I have experienced with you guys. Okay, first, I'm going to tell you where it originated. I'm going to talk to you about the story behind it and how you can use it in your own life. Now, I'm going to spit out some facts about like where it kind of came from, but I'm also going to tell you how I use it. Some people use it in many different ways. So, what I'm going to tell you is my experience with this powerful modality. Okay, that's what I'm going to give you, but you can use it in so many different ways, and I want to talk to you about it. So first, we need to go back to the beginning. Okay, so a little bit of a story time. So this powerful modality was actually originated in Hawaii, and groups would use it, communities and like groups and families and things. They would use it as a group healing modality when there was conflicts that would arise. So, but then it became modernized. So, people started using it as more of like an energy cleaning and more of a self-healing. Okay, so that's kind of how it started and how it came about. It really became modernized several years ago, decades ago, I guess. And I'm going to tell you how. And I'm going to tell you the story of this that a lot of people in the spiritual community know about, but you might not. So let's talk about this. So, years ago, decades ago, there was this insane asylum. It was for the criminally insane. Okay, these people were the worst of the worst. They were not just mentally ill, but they were dangerous. Okay, because there's a difference between mentally ill and being dangerous. These were criminally insane people. This hospital was so bad that the staff, they couldn't keep staff, they couldn't keep therapists. The staff would literally walk down the halls with their backs to the wall. It was that bad. They were terrified for their lives. Many of these patients were in like straitjackets and chains, and I don't know about chains, but like straitjackets, and not like they had to be restrained because they were so dangerous. People were just quitting on the fly. People were just walking out of work. It was really bad. So they decided, like, they were basically desperate. And let's introduce Dr. Hulin. Okay. Who is Dr. Hulin? Well, Dr. Hulin was a therapist and they hired him. And they were so desperate that they basically gave him free reign. They said, you do what you got to do. You can do whatever healing modality you find that will work. We are desperate. We need help. Here you go, is what they said, basically. So this doctor, he would walk through the halls. He saw the patients, would maybe look in their rooms or whatnot, but he never ever touched them. He never had one-on-one therapy sessions with them. He never did any of the traditional, therapist type of stuff. He would see them in their rooms. He would go back to his office. He had all of their files, and he would read over their files, and he would just over and over say to himself four simple phrases: I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. That's it. Four. Otherwise known as Ho'oponopono. Okay, now bear with me. Stay here. Please don't go anywhere because we're going to talk all about this and how you can use it. But I want to tell you what happened because this is just magnificent. So he would say this over, and that's all he did. He never talked to these people. Like, and again, this was like the worst of the worst ever. Within a few months, what do you think happened? They started to get better. Um, they were less violent. They were able to have their straitjackets removed. They were able to have medications decreased, and people began to like their jobs. Staff began to show up to work. They weren't afraid anymore because the patients were no longer exhibiting the violent behavior. that they had been exhibiting before. And some of them even got released. They got so much better, they got released. And that is kind of how that story goes of where it originated. It's a very brief introduction, of course. And so, what is this powerful healing modality and how can it help you? Well, at its core, the modern version, again, this is, like I said, back in the days, like this was done as like families and groups. It can still be done that way. But the way it's been used for years now is, and this is what Dr. Hulin teaches, as well as Joe Vitale. They like teamed up for a bunch of books together. They now teach certification courses in this, and they tell people all about it because it's so damn powerful. Okay, but what it is it's about inner reconciliation. Okay, it's inner reconciliation, it's forgiveness, and it's clearing energetic blocks that keep us stuck in pain and disharmony, whether we are aware of that or not. So the words mean means to make right or to correct a mistake is what the Ho'oponopono actually means. And it's not really just about forgiving others, but it's about cleansing the energy within ourselves that may have contributed to or attracted certain situations. Okay. So, I want to get this right. I want to actually make this very easy for you guys to understand because a lot of people have a hard time understanding this because I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Like, who am I talking to? Excuse me, please. Who am I talking to? Who am I saying sorry to? A lot of people have a really hard time with like saying I'm sorry, because, they might have been through a lot of, especially people who have been through really big traumas. They're like, why am I apologizing for that? It's not my fault. No, it's not your fault. But what it is it's taking responsibility for what's inside of us that has attracted these situations into our lives. Now, again, subconsciously, but not just on a subconscious level, but it's what's ever in the DNA. Like our DNA, from our ancestors or whatever is in our bodies, in our minds, it's taking responsibility for that and it is clearing that energy out of us so that we can then it's like about getting back to zero, but getting back to this zero state of neutrality is what it is. And so when you're saying I'm sorry, you are acknowledging responsibility for any disharmony or pain that exists, even in the subconscious level. So I am sorry. I don't know why, this situation happened. I don't know why I'm attracting this, but I'm sorry. You're asking like, and you're saying this to the divine. You're talking to God, to source, to a divine guidance system. And you're saying, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know where this is coming from. I don't know why I am attracting this into my life. And this can be emotions, all emotions come from some of this, right? So if you're okay, that's enough. I'll get ahead of myself. So let's just keep going with this and then we'll go back to the emotion part. So I'm sorry. Please forgive me. You're opening your heart to release guilt, shame, or any judgment. Like, please forgive me. I'm sorry that I've attracted this into my life. Please forgive me for it, even though I don't know why. Even though I don't know why I attracted that toxic relationship. Even though I don't know why I'm attracting a lack of money. Even though I don't know why I'm attracting these friends who aren't good for me. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I don't know why I'm attracting, why I attracted, this trauma in my life or why I attracted this certain situation or why I'm, like Dr. Hulin, like, I'm sorry, please. Like, he's taking responsibility for these patients in his mind, like for attracting that situation, right? Thank you. Thank you expresses gratitude for the opportunity to heal and shift your energy. So gratitude is one of the highest vibrations you can have. So thank you. Like, thank you for the opportunity to heal and to shift. And thank you for forgiving me, and loving me. And then I love you. I love you is so powerful. When you get into the energy of love, it's like it expresses harmony and it reconnects us with the divine flow of like unconditional love. Okay. So, um, excuse me. So it can be used on emotions. Again, we're not born with anxiety, okay? We're not born with anxiety. We're not born with depression. We are not born bipolar. We are not born schizophrenic. We are not born with any of these things. These things happen, these things develop within us because of situations in our life, okay? Situations happen and it causes a dysregulation within our body. And then we develop these mental health issues, okay? I mean, mental health is so prevalent nowadays. And so this can help, this can literally heal all of it. I mean, obviously, there was a hospital for the criminally insane. These people had some major mental health disorders, and they got better when Dr. Hulin took this upon himself to take responsibility and clear his own energy. And when he cleared his own energy, he cleared the energy of them too. It is like you guys don't even know how powerful this is. I've used it in my own life. It is crazy. So it can also, if you're having anxiety, like I'm sorry for having this anxiety. Like I don't know where it's coming from. I've obviously been like ignoring something in my life, or I've not been dealing with something in my life. So now I have anxiety because of these situations. So I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry for ignoring it. I'm sorry for not knowing where it comes from. I'm sorry for whatever it is. Please forgive me. Please forgive me for not knowing. And even though I don't know, it's okay. And that is another reason I love this healing modality because in the psychology world and even in the coaching world, a lot of times, one of the things that I have found that has been a really big struggle for me is that everybody wants you to get to the root of the problem. They all want you to get to like that childhood memory. Like where did things flip? Where did this develop? Because again, we're not born with this stuff. And if you're not born with it, then you can heal it. I'm telling you right now, whether it's because you can use this for your health too. You can use it for everything. If you are not born with something, whether it's a mental issue, anxiety, depression, whether it's a health issue, especially these oh, like stuff like lupus and things like that. What do they call it? I can't remember what they call it. But anyway, those types of like you're not born with those things, okay? It is something that like flips the switch, okay? So if you're not born with it, you shouldn't have it. I don't know where I was going with that story because I just get on a roll and I just keep rambling and I don't want to do that. I really want to drive this into your guys' head how powerful this healing modality is. But so you can use this for your emotions when you're having anxiety, like you're asking to clear your energy. You're asking for forgiveness to clear your energy, and you're taking responsibility for all of it. And yes, this is extremely hard. And I understand that because people don't, people they don't like to say I'm sorry, and I get it. Like none of us do, you know. But this is about saying I'm sorry to the divine. This is about taking full responsibility and asking for forgiveness. You know, like so say you're talking about money. I'm sorry for any fear that I've created around money. You know, please forgive me for holding on to lack. Thank you for showing me where I need healing, and I love you. Like that's another way. Like you can use this in so many many ways. Okay, I think that's all there. Yeah. So I can put, I just had a couple little notes there that I wanted to make sure I hit on, so I can move that away now. So the thing is this, because we are egotistical as human beings, we have ego minds, and I feel like, just knowing that you're going to feel better sometimes isn't enough. It was for me, but I mean, sometimes people are just like, well, where's the money and where's the love and blah, blah, blah. This is the thing when used properly, this can, when you clear your energy on the inside from the inside out, then the outside world starts to reflect everything back to you. When you can get to that zero neutral state, the outside will start to reflect it back to you. I've been talking about this for multiple episodes now, and I feel like I'm going to keep talking about it because I've been seeing it in my own life. So I use this prayer. So I do other energy cleanings too for myself and other meditations. But this is prayer, this I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. It's something I do every morning and every night. And oftentimes I will do it throughout the day. It's so simple. You can literally do it driving in your car. You can do it, we got holidays coming up. A lot of holidays trigger people. They're around family that maybe they don't have the greatest relationships with. You can literally be sitting at Thanksgiving dinner and you can be saying this in your head. Like you don't have to say it out loud. You're saying it in your mind. And another thought too, to let you guys know this, you don't have to say it in its exact order. You can say, I love you, thank you, please forgive me, I'm sorry. Like you don't have to say it in the order I told you. I just find that works the best for me. But like I have when I started cleaning my energy and I started healing a lot of the blocks, again, I don't know where a lot of my shit comes from. And that was something that I liked about this prayer. I think that's what I was gonna say earlier. That's something I like about this prayer is you don't have to know. It's not asking you to go back into childhood and to figure out where all this stuff came from. All it's doing is getting you better now. And I think that is something that is missing in the majority of your therapist office, the majority of the mental health space and the psychology space, like everybody wants you to just go. If you can't remember where things came from, it's almost like they can't help you. Like they just, I mean, they might try, but it's like that's their go-to method is to find out like the root of the problem. And that's really frustrating for people who can't remember it or like maybe had a really good childhood. And so it's really hard to kind of figure out where things came from because you're like, I don't really remember any of this stuff, et cetera, et cetera. That's been a thing for me. I'm like, I don't have any like major stuff that happened. I just have all this little stuff. And um, so it was really, really difficult for me. And even in the coaching space, like I've taken a lot of like programs and courses and coaching, and many of them I just felt like they were really hard for me because I felt like I never really like all of them wanted me to again journal out and like get to the root of problems and all these things, and that just wasn't me. And so I struggled a lot with finding things that worked because I was like, how, 'cause so what? I can't feel better now because I don't remember things from when I was younger or because I don't, you know, I can't figure out where things came from. So why I'm just screwed now because I don't know. And so, I searched for ways to feel better and ways to change my life without having to necessarily get to the root of the problem. And this is one of those modalities that can do that. It's an energy cleansing. So a lot of energy cleansings, that's what they do is they're cleaning those subconscious blocks and that DNA that has attracted these situations into your life without you having to actually go back and know where it's coming from. So doing this and getting your energy right will then reflect back, like the 3D reality will reflect back to you what your new vibration is. And I have seen this in my own life. So I don't know if I've told you guys this on the podcast yet because it's happened a couple weeks ago, but I have been going to the gym since June, since the end of June. And while I was feeling better and I was feeling stronger, like I wasn't seeing it reflected in the scale. I wasn't really like being able to look in the mirror and see a big difference. I would compare pictures, none of that. Well, about 5 weeks, well, no, it's been longer than that now, but in a 5 week span. So I guess back about, yeah, it's been about 5 or 6 weeks now. I started changing my energy. And I think I did talk about this, like, but I started changing my energy as far as like, just like embodying the person that like I was becoming. And I also like really got big. I've been doing Ho'oponopono for a while, but I kind of like fallen off. You know how it is. Like sometimes we fall off on things, then we pick it back up and yada yada. And I started doing this like hardcore, just on everything in my life. I lost 25 pounds in about 5 weeks. The pictures are pretty phenomenal to see. Like, I mean, I still have a ways to go, but it was like when I started embodying that and I started really cleaning my energy, and I wasn't necessarily doing Ho'oponopono on like, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to lose weight. I was literally just doing it to cleanse myself. I was just doing it to cleanse myself of any subconscious or like blocks or any energy that was not serving me. Also, money. I have done it on money. I've been doing it a lot on my money blocks and my like lack beliefs and all of those things. And like that has started to change. Like I'm starting to have money come into my life. I'm literally like tonight, like went to dinner with a friend and she was like, I got it. I'm gonna buy you dinner. That was not expected. I was expecting to pay for mine. She would pay for hers. That's how we always do it. She bought me dinner. Like I've had, that's abundance. That's like, I'm starting to see I got another bonus at work on the next check. Another bonus. There it is. Like so things will change in your life when you change the energy within, and this is one of the most powerful healing modalities that you can do to do that. Now, there are some disclaimers here, and there are some things you need to think about. You don't want to use this in order to change somebody else, okay? This is really, really difficult. This is, I think, a really hard thing for people because, say, you're in a toxic relationship, you're in this toxic relationship and you want things to be better because you love them and you want your relationship to be like the way it used to be, or at least the way you thought it was. So you start saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. You start saying it over and over, thinking that, oh, I'm going to say this and our relationship's going to get better. No, don't do that. If you use this prayer in that mindset, you're going to be very disappointed because it's not about that. It's not about changing the outside. It's not about changing people around you. It's not about trying saying it because you think it's going to make money flow your way. It's not about saying it because you think it's going to get you a car or, make your kid, behave better or make your man treat you better or make your family stop ridiculing you. Like, don't use this prayer to try and make those things happen because you will be disappointed. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. Don't use it as a manifestation tool of like, this is how I'm going to manifest the things I want. It's not about that. It is about changing you within. Now, yes, once you can change the blocks within yourself and you can really empower yourself to do that, like with this prayer and with, I mean, there's other things, but this is the most powerful one. When you can get yourself back to zero and start feeling better and feeling at peace and decreasing your anxiety or decreasing, just whatever it is you're working on, the outside things will start to change in your life. Like I've seen it with mine. I've already talked about the abundance. I've talked about, the weight loss. The way I feel is just better. I don't hardly have anxiety at all. I'm able to deal with stress. I'm able to deal, I don't freak out. I don't get in a hurry. I live in the present moment a lot more. I'm able to just kind of see the beauty in everything. I don't get in a rush when I'm driving. I don't get in a rush with anything. I just am able to see the beauty and understand like the present moments and the beauty in those. And that's because of things like this prayer. That's because of this prayer. And it's helped me feel better. And because I feel better and because I am more in a neutral state and because I live more from my heart space now and because I have really embodied these feelings of gratitude and embodied like the responsible aspect of like I know I'm a very spiritual person, so I do believe in soul contracts and I do understand that everything I've attracted everything like I've created my life on my own, whether I wanted to or not. I've created the situations in my life, and so there's things that I might not like. And so I'm just clearing my own energy. I'm raising my own vibrations with this. And as a result of that, that's when I'm starting to see things outside of me. But you can't use this on the sole purpose of changing your outside, like things around you, like the outside relationships and the outside situations, because you will be disappointed. It's not about that. It's about you and you only. I'm telling you guys, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Like you can do it anywhere you want. If you're dealing with anxiety, I'm sorry. I have all of this anxiety. I don't know where it comes from. Please forgive me. You're asking to be cleared, to be clean, cleansed of this. You're talking to the divine. You're talking to God. You're talking to source, your spirit team, whatever you believe in. You are talking to that and asking, like saying, I'm sorry. You're asking for forgiveness. Like, please forgive me for whatever's here that's like attracted these situations into my life. And then thank you. Thank you for clearing me. Thank you for this. And I love you. And seriously, like it's, I can't stress to you guys enough. It's like the best kept secret ever. And it took me a long time. Like I knew about this. I heard about it a few years ago, but it wasn't really took it till I took the certification course in it that I listened to Joe Vitale. He's got a book and he talks a lot about it too. The certification course was actually with him, with Joe Vitale and Dr. Hulin, and then the book Joe Vitale had wrote. But actually, they wrote a book together too, and Dr. Hulin has wrote books. So I've listened to a lot of those, and it wasn't until I really started diving deep into it that I understood the concept because I didn't understand before. I was like, who am I saying sorry to? Like, what am I asking for forgiveness for? I didn't understand. But now that I understand energy clearing and now that I understand how energy works, because it really is everything, I've been talking about it. I'm going to keep talking about it because it's everything. That is where the magic began to happen for me. And this prayer was a part of that. I've been thinking about putting this podcast subject out on this podcast for a while now, but I think I was a little bit scared because I'm like, it's like imposter syndrome, right? Sometimes we get this imposter syndrome, like we think we don't know enough about something, and so we're kind of afraid, or we're afraid of what people will think, or whatever. And finally, I'm just like, no, it's too powerful. I'm seeing too many things in my life that are showing me how powerful it is, and And I feel too good now. I feel so much better now. I don't drink anymore. It's another thing. I don't drink anymore. Like I stopped that a few weeks back. I mean, I'm not saying like I won't go out and have like an occasional drink, but I was drinking a little, probably more than I should have, and I don't do that anymore. So that's a plus. I'm hoping the cigarettes are out the door next. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's really powerful and it can really change your life. And so I hope you guys got something out of this. I'm going to tell you these four phrases again, and I hope you will go home or, I hope that you will just start using them. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Okay? I'm sorry for this situation and whatever attracted this situation into my life. Please forgive me. I don't know where it came from, but please forgive me anyway. Thank you. Thank you for clearing me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for your guidance. And I love you. I mean, you don't have to say all those other words. You can just say, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. That's all you need to say. I'm just throwing these other words in to give you like examples so that you guys will like be able to better understand how to use this. So I hope this is helpful. Like, I hope you guys take this and run with it, and I hope that you use it. And again, don't use it to change outside things because it's not going to work that way. And also, don't just use it once or twice and expect that things are going to change for you magically. It's like anything; it's a process. I've been doing this for a really long time, a really long time. And but I have fallen off. Like I'll do it, then I'll stop, and I'll do it, then I'll stop. But this year tested me a lot, and this year, because it tested me so much, I had to start relying on the tools that I have, and they really do work. And this is one of many, but this one really is powerful. It's one of the most powerful I've used. So I hope that you guys will use it also, and I hope that it changes you, which in turn will change your life. I hope it helps you feel better, and I hope it brings you peace. And so please use it. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know if it helps. And if you like this episode, then please leave me a review or a comment, engage with me because it really helps the algorithm and it really helps other people find this information, which I think is really awesome. And I think that people could really benefit. And so that's my hope for these podcast episodes. So you can always connect with me on Facebook too. You can always send me a message there, but please and share this with a friend who may need to hear it if you feel called to. So until next week, I love you guys so much, and I hope you have a beautiful day.